I'm here with Tosin. Just seen Arsenal drop points at home to Aston Villa. Very disappointing. 2-2. Especially disappointing when you consider that Arsenal were 2-0 up and seemingly coasting. I mean, in the studio, we were saying that at that time, when Villa scored in the 60th minute, it was arguably a more comfortable game than the Tottenham game.
Yeah, totally.
Would you say that's accurate?
Absolutely. I'm perplexed as to how we're standing here and it's 2-2. Genuinely confused. So, I don't know. I think Spurs, it was actually like, it was on a knife edge. Even though we had tons of chances, right, it was on a knife edge. You're thinking, you need to take these chances, you need to take chances, otherwise they could... I think Villa have drawn this game 2-2 and they've not really been great.
Yeah, absolutely, and they could have won it because they had another chance right at the end there. But yeah, very disappointing. Listen, there's been a lot being said about the lack of goals and the striking options and the lack thereof. But today, you got to say that was more of a defensive problem today, right?
Yeah, it's a defensive problem, but I think it's a structural issue. I really do, because how many games have we played this season where we have the lion's share of possession? We didn't have it today, fair enough, where we are on top of teams, but we don't really squeeze out as much chances as you'd think we should from what we have. But teams are literally having moments against us and punishing us. Fair enough, at the start of the season, you'd say, okay, fair, we've had our suspensions, we've had our injuries, unlucky, yeah. But it's like, bro, this keeps happening. It keeps happening over and over again.
But does it though? Because
yes, it does.
The last time we were 2-0 up at home and didn't go on to win the game was like 2019.
No, I'm not talking.
So I'm more talking about today. I'm trying to get my head around how we can just drop the ball like that, like we did.
I'm not talking about, oh yeah, like going 2 goals up and then throwing it away. I'm talking about the fact that somehow, some way, games where teams we're not even giving teams a look in. All they need is just a tiny bit of decent play. And then we've conceded. I've seen that too many times this season. I've seen us literally...
But okay, even if you concede 1, but to concede 2 in 8 minutes when you're going for the title, that's so disappointing.
Yeah, that for me is disappointing. But then again, I'm looking at how Arsenal have been this season. I just don't know. There's a regression. Like, people are trying to tell me the reason we're playing the way we're playing is we're compromising attacking fluidity and being front-footed for being more solid, being more controlled. But I'm like, okay, we're more solid, we're more controlled, but we're conceding goals. Like, we're conceding goals this season. We're conceding stupid, silly goals. We're conceding goals where teams are having like 0. I don't know, find these guys on Twitter, 0.00009 XG, and they're still scoring. So for me, it's a structural issue. I don't know what it is, but we're giving away very, very, very sloppy goals this season.
It was very disappointing, especially when you consider that we were coming off the win against Tottenham. We saw Liverpool struggling. Okay, they got it over the line in the end, but we kind of went into this game thinking that Liverpool have not been at their best in recent weeks. If we can get the win against Villa today, cut the deficit, then the next week we go away to Wolves. Arguably an easier game, but it's just... Bro, there's a real sense of deflation now, right?
Bro, I'm telling you, Liverpool are going to moonwalk to this title. They're just going to walk backward. They don't need to be amazing. They don't need to be special. They don't need to be like smashing teams. They don't. Look, they've dropped enough points for Arsenal. If we were a serious team, we could have caught them by now. They've dropped enough points. We just haven't taken advantage. And we were talking about in the match. People like to say, yeah, like, because even now, Arsenal are not out the title race. But my question to these players has always been, show me you want it. Do you really want it? Do you really want to win this title? Or you just, what happened to next season? What happened to that?
Actually, I was going to ask you about that because, you said that during the stream. I heard you mention that a few times. Do the players really want it or not? Do you think that there is a mental issue then with these players?
Yeah, they don't want it. Where's my captain? I need to call Met Police. Where is he?
Right, he was there against Tottenham.
Okay, fair enough. But where was my captain today when I needed him? Where was my captain when the team isn't winning? Where's my captain when the chips are down? Where is he? I saw the true captain on the pitch today. Someone who said, you know what, forget this. I'm just going to get the ball. I'm going to drive. I'm going to make something happen. Fair enough, it was given as a handball, but that's my captain. Where was my captain?
I think you're talking about Declan Rice.
Yeah. That's Arsenal's real captain. Where's the fake one that wears the armband? Where's he?
I can see you're not happy, Martin.
I'm disappointed. So that's why I'm questioning the mentality, because it starts like he's the captain. And Arteta's the leader of the team as the manager. So I'm all like, there's no such thing as bad teams. There's only bad leaders. So if this is a cultural shift, these players don't have the bottle for it. It's coming from somewhere. And people want to tell me it's the board, it's the board. No. The board aren't telling these players to do that nonsense on the pitch. The board isn't telling the manager to set up the way he sets up, right? There's a structural issue in the team. There's a leadership, there's a mentality issue in the team. And these guys are not going to win anything until it's resolved. That's why it's not a matter of can they win the league. Of course they can win the league. Do they want to win the league? I don't think so.